Hey guys, welcome to InterStellar BBQ. I'm John Bates, the pit master and owner here. Gonna give you a little tour today. So, this is where you line up here at the restaurant. Oftentimes, in the mornings, there's quite a crowd. They'll line up here at the door and kind of turn off this direction, heading down the breezeway. It's always good to get here a little early. That way you guarantee to get what you want. But this is where we kind of start the day and head into the restaurant. We open up at 11 a.m. We are open Wednesday through Sunday, 5 days a week. Typically always take Mondays and Tuesdays off, and we're just strictly a lunch-based place. So we run until about 3, 4 o'clock most days, and we usually settle out around 3. Here's our space, patio area. Come on in. So now this is the inside of the restaurant. This is when you get close to the promised land, when you're ready to place your order. Our cutters help you out with the trays, get them built up for you, get you exactly what you're looking for. And then we've got the rest of our team to help take care of sides, get you rung up, get your drinks, and then get you into the dining room so you can sit down and enjoy your barbecue while you're with us. So at the core, we are a Texas barbecue joint built around brisket, ribs, and sausage. We're really kind of known, however, though, for the other things we bring to the tray, like our peach tea glazed pork belly, house-made sausages, our various sides that we do. We put a lot of commitment towards scratch cooking, so everything here is put together with the idea of making it the best we can make it. From the pickles to the sides to the meats, everything's just as important to us as the brisket is, all the way down to the mac and cheese. Let's head this way. Typically we'll have specials listed out for you each day. That's another thing that we're known for, is having a variety of specials. We've been focusing on old world sausages this year. We're doing a whole series where we're going to have several different Polish, German, and Czech sausages available. We'll do our beef short ribs, pork hash, even have vegetarian dishes for friends of the carnivores who want to come out and have barbecue but they can't eat the meat, so we do things like a mushroom Frito pie for them as well. So if it's your first visit here at InterStellar, the things that you have to get, you don't want to miss out on, is peach tea glazed pork belly. It's probably our most important signature dish. You definitely want to get a link of sausage. You want to get a slice of brisket, of course, because you're in a Texas barbecue joint. And then when it comes to the sides, like for me, the can't misses are the smoked scalloped potatoes. Our new side, the South Texas style pork hash, excellent. Really can't go wrong with that. Got a lovely jalapeno slaw that, slaw is, it's not a very popular dish, but I think it goes great with our barbecue. So I always add that to the order as well. So here at the restaurant, full dining room is probably about 65, 70 people. We can seat about another 40 or 50 on the patio. So here at the restaurant, we can accommodate anywhere from about 120 to 140 people total sitting down. We also have some picnic benches out by the barbecue pits that we'll take a look at in a little bit for some additional seating. But we're still a pretty small restaurant when it comes down to it.
Do you ever do private parties?
Yeah, that's one thing that we have started doing a lot more of, is offering private events in the evenings. So if you have your team in from from out of town, or you want to get get corporate together and have a nice barbecue experience, we'll host parties here in the evenings, and you have complete control of the space. You get to come in, order, just like you were at the restaurant, get your tray of barbecue, sit down, enjoy the space, and it's a really nice way to enjoy our barbecue and not have to worry about the crowds. So this is our chopping block. This is where your orders are placed. We've got usually 2 people up here to help out with your orders, menus up top, and like a lot of barbecue places, we are just an a la carte, order by weight, meat market style place where you can get a single slice of turkey if you want, a single rib, you can get a half pound, the whole brisket if you want. You can order exactly what you want here when you come through the line. So we don't say no to anything unless we're out. But yeah, we got our cutting board over here. Everything gets sliced up. Trays of barbecue built right here in front of you. You get to see exactly what you're getting. So If you don't like the way the rib looks, you can get another one. We're always happy to give you exactly what you're looking for. We also list out our tacos and our sandwiches here on the board. And then over to the right, that's where we have our specials, our vegetarian options, our sides. A little bit further down, snacks, notes about homemade tortillas, our agua frescas listed out, and then the desserts that we do. We always have 3 fresh homemade desserts in-house every day for you to enjoy as well. Down here, this is where we finalize everything, make payments. We've got some pretty dope merch that we always have out. I've got a really gifted and talented design team that helps us put this together and keeps all of our stuff fully stocked, hats and shirts, stickers, koozies, whatever you want. That way you can kind of spread the word about InterStellar BBQ for us. One of my favorite parts here is our sticker wall. When we started out, there was only a couple on here, and we've been blessed. Most of these folks are people that have visited the restaurant and tagged the wall. There are also places that I've gone and visited. Anything from old school joints like Cooper's. We've got Koi Barbecue here, which is probably one of the hottest barbecue joints in Texas that doesn't have a restaurant, but just keeps killing it. A lot of friends up on this wall too. I don't know what the furthest is people have traveled to come visit us, but on any given day, we can have people here from Australia, Norway, Brazil. We get a lot of folks from Sao Paulo because I've cooked down in Sao Paulo, so we've kind of created a little bit of a following down in South America. But quite literally, we have good guests from all over the world on any given day. It's just surreal. This is really fun. Up here on the wall, most of these posters are from our Space Cowboy parties. We do a couple every year, and we try to invite friends, people that inspire us as cooks, people that we like to get to know, and we'll bring them into the restaurant and cook with them. And we've had some pretty great people up there, like Evan Leroy from Leroy and Lewis, and Bill Dumas, the old sausage sensei, Brett from Brett's Backyard Barbecue. Quite a few other folks. Kareem from KG Barbecue, he's really killing it right now. Just a whole variety of folks that we've cooked with over the years that are friends and inspirations to me in the business. Space is comfortable. Nice, cool, oscillating fans that keep you cool down in the hot Texas summer while you're enjoying the barbecue. Over here is the expansion space. We were blessed when we got busier to have the need for more space. And then this is a really cool area for us. This is our pre-order pickup counter. So one of the new things that we've introduced in the last couple of years is the ability to order your food online with us. There's a small minimum. So it's really great for parties of like 4 people and slightly larger. So if you don't have time to wait in the line for like an hour, hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours on the weekends, you can visit our website and place your order. Pick your time and your date. We cook exactly what you're looking for. You can roll and get your food and be in and out of here in like 5 minutes, look like a total rock star instead of having to wait in the line. We do sell some coffee. Eventually we'll do some beer and wine in here. But this space is really mostly about those to-go orders for helping people out. Yeah, let's go outside and take a look at the heart of the restaurant where everything happens. So we're really lucky to have a variety of cookers in our arsenal. This one is a 500 mil scale. This is really cool because I picked this up out of Dallas from another guy who was deciding that he didn't want to go into the barbecue business. Smart guy. But the reason I like this pit so much is it's one of the early 500 mil scales, probably like the second or third 500 pit they ever made. So I really love this pit. It cooks super consistent. Dustin from Mule Skinner cut off the skids and put it on this trailer for us. Put these really rad, moon rims and white wall tires on us for us. And this is supposed to be our travel rig, but the pit guys give me dirty looks anytime I try to take it anywhere. So now it's just kind of a permanent part of our a group of pits that we cook on daily here at the restaurant. So this one here lately, we've been cooking a lot of chicken for my other concept for Yellow Bell Tacos. We also will overflow in here with turkey, sausage, pork belly. On Fridays, we do our barbecued and confit duck legs in here. So this typically is overflow now and then specials. And then of course, it's doing a little extra duty for the other concept, helping us out with our taco concept. Out here is what we affectionately refer to as Pork Belly Park. This is where we cook a butt ton of pork belly, briskets, ribs, kind of get all the work done here. We now have 3 1,000-gallon pits. When we first opened up, we only had a 1,000-gallon pit. During COVID, I was cooking on a 250-gallon pit, and we weren't even using the 1,000-gallon pit during COVID because we just weren't busy enough. So it's changed a lot, it's grown a lot. But this is my first love. This over here is a Big Merc, our original pit. So what's cool about this pit is we were pretty cash strapped when we decided to shut down Noble Sandwich Company and transition into barbecue. So I really couldn't afford to purchase a really nice Moberg or a Mill Scale or really any name brand pit. So we had to get creative. Like so many times in my career as a restaurateur, it's like, well, how are we gonna make this happen? So we bought the propane tank in San Antonio from a farmer. It was out in a field. We got the trailer here in Austin, and we strapped it down and hauled the whole thing down to South Texas, where a family friend built this barbecue pit for us in his backyard. So saved a ton of money, and then we had to kind of figure out how we were going to build a barbecue pit. So pretty cool. Had a lot of fun doing it. So this one is pretty much now is exclusively brisket. Being our first pit and the one that we kind of built our reputation on and our name, we've always continued to cook brisket on this pit. This used to have to cook everything. We used to do turkey, ribs, sausage, pork belly. It was like playing Jenga every morning with this thing, or Tetris, trying to figure out how to get everything in and out of here. But now it's pretty much almost exclusively brisket, and then we'll overflow into the other pits for the rest of the brisket. Let's take a look, see what we got going on in here. Pardon me, sir. Sure. So this is the office, as I affectionately refer to it. Right now, as you can see, we've got some beef ribs in here. We like to cook a beef short rib instead of the big plate ribs. The size is really nice on this. A lot of bang for your buck with the short rib. And it's an all prime grade, all natural product that we get from Creekstone. And then over here, a little bit further down, you can see our briskets that we got going on. Little guys, we can get 4 to 5 to a row right now because they're little fellas. But we prefer the smaller briskets from Wed-Sun. We're doing anywhere from 150 to 200 pounds of brisket per day. You know, and at one point in time, I was cooking, 20 pounds of brisket. So we've grown a lot. And, we actually are less brisket intensive than other restaurants because we're known so much for the other things that we cook. The pork belly, we'll cook almost as much pork belly as we do brisket on any given day. With the beef ribs now on the menu, that is a big portion of it. We'll cook anywhere from 80 to 120 pounds of sausage. So our menu is really split up quite evenly amongst all the other proteins that we cook, not just a heavy brisket focus. Yeah, it's fun in here. Got to hear it when it rains, get some hail coming down on this roof, it's loud as hell. Firewood comes from Javier over at Chief Firewood. He was the first guy that we worked with that took the anxiety out of getting firewood for me. The first couple of years, it was such a stressful thing. Are we gonna have wood today? Will the delivery show up in time? Just all these things that were so stressful, like cooking down the last couple logs, going oh man, I hope this guy gets here soon. With Javier, it's really taken the anxiety out of the whole process. I know my wood's gonna be there all the time. He drops these cages, super easy, they're in and out, they pick them up. And then we cook just exclusively with post oak, even though he does offer mesquite and pecan and other types of wood. Being in Central Texas, I feel like we have to do post oak. So. Over here are the newer additions to the team. Right after Texas Monthly, I knew immediately that we were completely hosed because we didn't have nearly enough cooking space. John Brotherton from Brotherton BBQ called me up the day the list dropped, congratulated me, and then said, hey, you need a barbecue pit. Like, I'm gonna bring you my 500 George. It was a 500 just army green Moberg that he had. Brought it over here and we cooked on that for several months until we were able to get this 1,000-gallon from Sonny over at Moberg Smokers. So this was essentially the second or third pit to the archery. We got that 500 kind of at the same time as we got this. We kind of added another 1,500 gallons of cooking space, which more than doubled our cooking ability and was a big help as we were growing in the process. This guy is known as Maurice. Maurice is really our go-to rib pit now. We'll put lamb shoulders on there. We will cook pork belly on here as well. Turkey breast. This kind of is the pit that takes all the main meats that we're cooking in a hurry for the day of. So when we start the mornings at 2 a.m., everything really goes on these two pits here. And Maurice kind of leads the charge on getting everything cooked for service at the beginning of the day. Let's take a peek and see what we got in here now. If I had to guess, it's either gonna be pork belly. Oh, look, it's pork belly. So, you know, as you can see, we've got basically more than half of this pit set up with pork belly. We got to keep cooking like this every day to keep up with production on the pork belly because it's a multi-step process. We also cook a whole lot of lamb. So this is lamb that's now started. This is for our pulled lamb shoulder that we do. This is a newer addition to the menu. It's been on now for a couple years, but it's a newer addition for us. So, but yeah, beautiful pit. Sonny makes a great barbecue pit. It's been a good friend of the restaurant. I've known him, gosh, for probably close to 10 years now. He used to bring the family out and have sandwiches with us at our old restaurant back when he was just a welder and not exclusively a pit builder. It's been really cool to watch his journey. This pit that is going is our true smoker. Mario is located in Brazil, near Sao Paulo. He now has rebranded himself as True Bomb Smokers. This was, don't quote me, but I believe this was the first 1,000-gallon pit that he ever built. He built it for me when I went down to Sao Paulo to cook in Churrascada in 2022. And he asked me if he could build me a barbecue pit, which I thought was ridiculous, but he did anyway. And after we got done cooking on it, I loved cooking on so much that it was so, it was just so consistent and ran so beautifully. I was like, dude, I gotta get this barbecue pit. But I have no idea how I'm gonna get it from Sao Paulo to Central Texas. So I learned about international shipping that summer. Mario claims he built this pit in 72 hours, and I believe him. He's a madman. He's a super talented welding engineer. He's building beautiful pits in Brazil now. But yeah, he built this over about 72 hours, dropped it off the event, and I cooked on it that day, or that evening actually. He put the stack on it and lined it up and dropped it off and took off. I cooked 300 pounds of pork belly on that night. And the next day he came back and enjoyed some pork belly with me with this huge party with like 2,000 Brazilians. It was super dope. Afterwards though, it took us about 4 months to figure out how to get shipped to Central Texas. Figuring out shipping and international freight and duties, and it was an interesting process. Let's see what we got going on in here. Could be a combination of briskets and or more pork belly. Nope, we are now cold smoking sausages. So over here, kielbasa's. It's an all beef sausage, black pepper, paprika, garlic, all prime grade brisket. This is our Krakowska. This is one of those sausages I mentioned earlier, being a part of our year-long deep dive into old world sausages. And then to the right, this little batch here is a test batch. This is another Polish style sausage with hand-cut chunks of beef in there. This is the test run on this sausage as we're dialing in the recipe to get it ready for next month when we roll out the new sausage. A lot of our cooking is very much like this, where we come up with an idea, do several test runs on it, make sure that we really love it, sample it out to the staff, make sure they love it, and as long as everybody enjoys it, once we've done several tests, then we roll it out on the menu. So, but yeah, this is home. Pork Belly Park, where all the magic happens underneath this beautiful oak tree. You know, it gives us a little bit of those country vibes, even though we're in the middle of Austin in a shopping center. Gives us a little bit of character. All right, guys, thank you so much for taking this tour of InterStellar BBQ with me. I'm John Bates, and this is our restaurant. If you'd like to visit InterStellar, we're open Wednesday through Sunday here in Central Texas in Austin. The address is 12233 Ranch Road 620, suite number 105. Just Google it, you'll find us. We're out here kind of in the burbs of Northwest Austin, but open Wednesday through Sunday, lunches only. We'd love to have you out here. If you'd like to kind of follow our journey on social media, you can find me on Instagram at InterStellar BBQ. You can find us on Facebook at InterStellar BBQ, on Twitter at InterStellar BBQ. All of our social media is under the same handle. So just give us a search and follow and join us on this journey. We'd love to have you.